Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Traore. Turns it on down the left side. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third down play from the gun. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple.
Tight end trying to get in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll bring it out. It's Morales. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled. He just got rid of the football. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gonna run it. It's House. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Sooners are on the move. The give on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
Turning it on! And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the draw. And they'll finish finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pulls it in. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off-play action on first down. Complete. Made a defender miss. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The Sooners will run it away on 4th down. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the run, it's Tillman. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Kentucky going quickly. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Tillman. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And some room to work. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Rivera. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Kentucky right back to the line. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Running to the left. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to sneak it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
Gives it on the option. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up. Let's go! Let's go! Looking to fire. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Traore. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Caught close to the marker, it's Morales. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fit it in the window for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Traore. Open space at the 25. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner will be brought down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To throw, it's Jefferson. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. The throw to the outside is complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Fakes the grab.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense in an empty set. Thomas back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the right side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. A little screen to the running back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got... Here they come, and it's blocked! Scooped up! They make the stop at the 11, and man, the block punt has them set up. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.